In today's video, we're going to be covering the top 5 best dinosaur moments in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. So that does cover every single season, and we're going to be covering the best moments, so stay tuned. But if you haven't seen any of the Camp Cretaceous seasons or the latest seasons, this is your spoiler warning because there will be spoilers, so please bear that in mind. As always, please don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it, and please don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more Jurassic World and Camp Cretaceous content. With that, let's get into these top videos. First up, we've got the scene where the gang are being chased by Baryonyxes on a motorbike. What a scene. So they start off in the bunker with Ben, Bumpy, Brooklyn and Kenji and Hap, and they escape the bunker in a massive explosion. Ben and then Bumpy leave off on a path to try and draw the Baryonyxes, because the Baryonyxes are now chasing the campers, but they do not follow Ben. They stay following Kenji and Brooklyn and Hap on that motorbike, which leads to some great scenes where the Baryonyxes are chasing the bike. Then unfortunately there's no way they're going to lose them because these Baryonyxes are going to get hold of them. So Hap decides that he's going to jump off the bike, sacrifice himself so that Brooklyn and Kenji can then escape and get away unharmed. What a great scene. It shows then Hap trying to fight off the Baryonyxes. Absolutely brilliant scene with the explosion, the chase, the adrenaline. What a great scene. One of the top scenes in Camp Cretaceous for me. Next up, we've got another great scene, the Mosasaurus Pool in Season 1, and what a scene this is. So the campers have found themselves on rafts, they've come out of the Parasaur cave, and they then find themselves in the Mosasaurus Pool. Not a great place to be. So the campers then have to make it to the other side of the Mosasaurus Pool on these little kayaks, being chased by the Mosasaurus. You have some great scenes of the Mosasaurus underwater, stalking them, kind of like a Jaws scene with the shark, and then the campers are trying to get to the other end of the pool to get out of the water, but they're not going to make it in time. So what actually happens is that Yasmin decides she's going to have to kind of like sacrifice herself so the others can get away. So she kind of goes into the middle of the Mosasaurus pool on a pole and tries to lure it away, again with some great scenes, and then goes on like a zip wire across to the other side with the Mosasaurus jumping out to try and grab her. And you got a great shot of the Mosasaurus breaking the water, grabbing that little hook thing, then entering the water again with all water crashing around. Absolutely fantastic scene. Again, one of the best scenes for me in Camp Cretaceous. Next up, another great scene, the first encounter with the Scorpius Rex in Season 3. Great scene. So the campers are now back at their camp, they've fortified their position, it's night time, it's just started raining, and they've put an electric fence around their camp. You see the Scorpius Rex attacking some parasaurs and then making its way to the camp. It then spots the campers up in the little rafters, attacks them full force, and it's a great scene. A lot of the campers get injured, and then you see lightning strike a tree and it gets fascinated by the fire on the tree, which again is a great scene, kind of shows the Scorpius Rex's weakness. The campers then, they try to escape and get cornered on the bottom of their camp against the electric fence. They've got nowhere to go. The Scorpius Rex is right on top of them, just about to attack, when it hears something in the distance and actually leaves the campers alone. But Sammy, on the other hand, she is really injured. But what a great scene in Camp Cretaceous. Again, one of the absolute best for me. So time for another great scene now. It is again with the Scorpius Rex. It is in Season 3, and what a great scene. It is where the campers head into the kitchen in the old visitor centre, and the Scorpius Rex chases them in. So what you see is kind of like a massive throwback to the original Jurassic Park, where the two kids enter the kitchen and the raptors come after them. Now in this scene, it is obviously fast forward in the future, it's in Camp Cretaceous. You've now got the gang going into the kitchen in Jurassic Park's visitor centre, but obviously it's all beaten up, it's all decayed, it's all old, rusted, and the Scorpius Rex is then outside, and it's basically shot scene for scene just like the original Jurassic Park kitchen scene. And the nostalgia in that scene for me was absolutely fantastic. It was like for like shot, it was absolutely fantastic with the Scorpius Rex coming in, busting through the door, and what a great scene that was with E750 and the campers. I mean, the nostalgia was was fantastic. So one of the best scenes for me in Camp Cretaceous. And now for me, one of the top scenes in Camp Cretaceous is a season 1 scene, and it is Ben taking on Toro. What a scene. I mean, you've got some great build up in this scene, because you've got Ben, he's kind of preparing himself to take on Toro because Toro is blocking his way to get off the island. So he's prepared himself in like camouflage, he's created spears, he's trained himself in throwing these spears, and he goes to Toro's lair, which is this big open field. So then he meets Toro face to face, stares him down, screams at him, which I think is absolutely hilarious, by the way. And he's clearly gone into Jungle Ben mode. He's trying to take him on, he's taking him on with a spear, he hits him, he then jumps on him, absolutely fantastic. And to top it all off, his long lost pal Bumpy then turns up, whacks Toro as well, and together they really take on Toro and they defeat him as such. And Ben then can't stop talking about it because he loves Toro and he loves to remind everybody that he defeated Toro. So what a great scene that was for me in season 1. Really summed up Ben's character development. Great scene with Toro, and yeah, it was just absolutely fantastic. So again, that is the top scene for me in all of the Camp Cretaceous seasons. That is 5 of the best scenes in Camp Cretaceous, but I have got some honourable mentions which I would also like to put out, but I couldn't fit them in because I wanted to keep this a top 5. Unfortunately, there's always going to be great scenes which didn't make the cut, so here they are. I love the Fallen Kingdom scene where you see, it's in season 3, where you see the choppers come in from Manticorp, and it ties in with Fallen Kingdom where you see Rexy grab hold of the helicopter then escapes for the Mosasaurus to come out and grab the helicopter. I think that's a great scene and deserves an honourable mention. Casa de Kenji, where the gang in season 3 visit Kenji's dad's penthouse, and you see a great side to Kenji. You've got them all chilling out and they're just relaxing in this penthouse, and I think that's an absolutely great scene and really shows Kenji as well in a different light, so I really enjoy that. The last honourable mention for me is the Para Cave in season 1, where you see all the parasaurs. They're all lit up with their bioluminescence. It absolutely looks majestic. And what a great scene that is again for me. But unfortunately, it's a top 5 and I couldn't fit them all in. I could have made it a top 8, but I thought I'd make some honourable mentions. So them 3 there deserve an honourable mention. What about you? Have you got any top scenes which I haven't covered or you think should have been included in this video? Please let me know in the comments. I read every comment and I reply to every comment. So if there's something I've missed or think I should have put in there, put it in the comments below, please, guys. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It really does help out my channel. And if you want to see or hear from me again, please hit that subscribe button, because there's plenty of content in the channel and you'll never miss a video. So don't forget to hit that notification bell. I'd like to thank my Patreons for supporting me. It really does mean so much that you support me, as well as my YouTube members and my research executive B. Without your support, I probably wouldn't be making these videos. And if you guys want to support me, the link to my Patreon and everything else is all in the description. So please give that a look. But remember, you never have to do that, it's optional. Supporting me by just watching this content and subscribing is more than enough. So thank you very much for watching and supporting me. Just by watching, that really means a lot. So thank you very much. I hope you have a great day, great week, or whatever you're doing. I hope you're enjoying the weather if you're in the UK, like I am, because it's absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, hope you have a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.